Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Gage. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive...
Lofts one high and deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He'll try to take it back.
Excellent job by this defense. You know they watched the tape last week. This offense was humming. They were clicking. They were in rhythm. You knew they would be aggressive, and they are in the first drive. Great discipline in the back end. Shows up, shows out, and creates the first takeaway of this football game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Cherry. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the gun. Give on the inside. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Barges ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Dropping back, it's Costa. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Right on the money. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Takes it from the gun on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Sweet cut there. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. That's caught. It's Cherry. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Caught. There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Back to throw, it's Costa. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Wade.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out. There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw, it's Costa. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Lost, the defense is wide open. There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to pound their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, Dave.
Definitely, and they get the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the ground, he's got it again.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
To the air, it's Costa. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Get it out on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff from the gun. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Works the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. How in the world did he miss that? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. spread is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus.
Looking for a man. It's Costa. Finds his big tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Under fire. Gets away. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking to throw, it's Costa. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. On the move. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from
crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Louisiana. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half now, an opportunity here to take the lead.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wants to fire on second down. Hart over the middle. It's Castellanos. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Got enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The snap sets up to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Gage. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking for a man. It's Costa. Pocket breaking down. Fires deep on the run. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Cradles it at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Only a place to be tackled immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch and run for 6.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Costa. Gets it out fast. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Wade. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Raging Cajuns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Trying to do it on the ground. Gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Raging Cajuns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. And they're not on the same page there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. We'll start this fourth quarter as they line up for the field goal try. Big kick here can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead is now back down to 9. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. He'll throw on third down. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Back to pass. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be third and long. Gonna look downfield again. He lobs one high down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the deal.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack warrants the 2-point try. He'll bring it out. It's gained. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Costa. He's got him in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Raging Cajuns racing to the line in a hurry up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Completes it in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the gun on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to pass. It's Costa. Finds his tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They need this 2-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. To the air, it's Costa. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He can't make it in. The 2-point conversion is no good, and they can't tie the game here late in the 4th. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes! That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Rides the back on the option to give. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation